The central point in this article is that we are seeing cybersecurity from the point of view of an insurance. When you think from the point of view of cyber insurance, you start to see things that you need for covering cyber risks. Traditionally, the security focuses on protecting systems. For cyber insurance, it's also important that an attack cannot be used or replicated in many systems. We argue that it might be okay to have the same or slightly less resiliency against an attack, but if you have much less correlation of events, that's much more important for the insurance companies. This will change how traditionally we see cybersecurity. One thing that you need is to be able to quantify the risk, to measure. That's a bit difficult with cyber risks, but it's still possible. The bigger issue is that cyber events are correlated. So if an attacker is successful to extract data in one computer, he can use the same attack in another computer. A single event can have a global impact, and that's really bad for cyber insurance. A single incident can create many claims simultaneously, and that will break any industry. Software diversity has been studied for a long time. The idea is that you create many systems that perform the same tasks, but internally they look different. For example, you might introduce randomness in how data is stored internally. So if you are successful hacking one system, that doesn't mean that you will know how to hack another system, because internally it will look different. The main problem is that it's expensive to maintain these systems, to develop and also to give support. One factor that makes software diversity not so much popular is that it's very expensive. This might change now with artificial intelligence. This creates a new possibility. If software diversity is cheaper thanks to the new tools of artificial intelligence, maybe it's worth it to introduce it now in the products. One challenge is to really show or quantify the benefit of this software diversity. If this is possible, maybe it's possible also to convince people that this is the way to go. The problem with cyber insurance in general is that it hasn't provided incentives for companies to change their policies, to adopt more security. One way to push this is through regulations. For example, a government requesting cybersecurity measurements in the development process. Also, it's a question about the development. Are we comfortable using these tools to create new versions of the code? Yeah, I think there are many questions, but this is an interesting new direction that can be interesting to explore.